Well, I'm getting through my Sunday videos with Amy, with Vanna. Getting my videos done. Vanna White. Capistrano Nights, still in limbo. She's training and getting ready to go. Very pleased with her sister. Very pleased with St. Sarah, but Capistrano Nights, I don't know. We're still in. She's working. Don't be mean. She's working right now. Cherry's Girl's in the sale on Monday. I don't know what's going to happen with Cherry's Girl. Good mile yesterday, 54-4 over the meadows, and looked very good. Following speed, albeit, you still have to follow it. You can only follow it so far. And she was very good yesterday. Degas, just so pleased. You look at a horse, there's 3 horses. Jailbird Jog, Cherry's Girl, and Degas. When they trained down, vastly different. When they started racing, they were similar. And now they've separated again, where obviously Jailbird Jog's quite a bit faster than Degas, but Degas is super talented filly, whereas Cherry's Girl is just a tiny bit off of them. Do you want to answer it? Go ahead. Answer. Just a tiny bit off of them, and yet doing good work. Just not quite good. Go. But just not quite good enough to stick around. Reception's terrible there. Yeah. Don't Ask Again. Probably at some point we'll sell Don't Ask Again also. We were worried about that lameness, but she did have a nasty little foot separation on the inside of her. I think it was her left front. It was bothering her quite a bit. Got it cleaned up, have a bar shoe on her, have a mushroom bar on her. She's in to go tonight, actually. I've been off 3 weeks, trained up mildly tight. I don't know how she'll do tonight. She's 25-1 morning line, so it's a bleak outlook for this evening's voyage, but we'll see how things go with her. Dune, just not doing it in Michigan the way she won. There's some fillies that are looking for a fight over there, but the good news, as I said to Chris, is she fits the maiden claimer. Now when there's a 2 claimer at Northfield, let's just, rather than chase horses we may or may not catch, we could pivot and look to race in classes we can do. Now I don't think that should apply maybe for the final, but definitely for the races for Dune coming up, especially that stake race coming up, it makes the most sense to me that is exactly what we are going to do. Head to know. I like Head to know. This GGT is troublesome, is problematic, and is a real issue in the short term. Long term, I don't think it'll play a role, but for the short term, it definitely will. We're looking to get that driven back down and get Head to know back going. Hanger 1, going to see Dr. Brown. I don't think it's anything serious, but I think between his blood work, scope, and some minor adjustments that have to be made, you're going to see some major changes with him. I don't really know. I was a little disappointed the other day with him. There wasn't anything glaringly wrong. I think probably you're going to see some sort of a high AST, maybe some sickness, maybe a little white count or something that is going on. But I think Hanger 1, he needs to be better, right? Okay. We get to a point where I think that Andy has done an exceptional job, really an extraordinary job with this colt to have him as manageable as he is, but we need to get him moving forward now. Now we're at a place where, now it's time to start working again hard, and hopefully we can get Hanger 1 moving in the right direction. Jailbird Jog, racing this Tuesday. I believe Yannick is going to drive Jailbird Jog, if I'm not mistaken. She's in a good place, and obviously with a little more tidier drive, I think we can do a lot better. Her AST did jump quite a bit the other day, up over 1100, but that should be able to be driven down no problem by Eric before her next start. JK Mega, I am glad that nobody wanted to bid on JK Mega a month ago. It's just one of those horses. I did not foresee him pacing 51, 52, but he did. I'm glad he did. I'm happy he did, and really, really pleased with the outcome from JK Mega. Can't wait to see where we go with him from here. Jolene Hall is back sound, is back training, and will be ready to go soon. I think they were putting her in the race bike going a mile and 2.8 yesterday. I did not hear from Jason yet, but I will this afternoon. So if you want to just reach out, and I'll let you know. I know Mr. Spear was asking one of our partners, how Jolene Hall seems. She seems good. We should have her back in short order. Judy's Money, racing good. I'd love to see her race just a little bit better if we could. She's very, very close to being back, I guess, dominant in that Buckeye Claimer division, but she's just a tick behind where we need her to be right now. So we'll get her back going there very soon. Leland Hanover, Jason was the one that said the other day, he goes, this is a horse here. You give him a little break, let his hobbles out, bring him back. This is a horse that might come to life again. He's a good-looking horse. The pedigree is there. He's on the cusp of doing, who he's like? The horse in the Captain Incredible. Not quite where we need him to be. Obviously, different price points, vastly different price points, but not quite where we need him to be. But could get there. I really think they could get there. My name's Swaney. Raced good last night. As I said to Amy, we have Woodmir Betju, fits a similar class, almost ready to go. I think we will give Swaney next week off. Racer the following week in the 3x5, as Brian had thought would be a good plan. One sec, Ollie. And then we will give her a short break and bring her back, get her ready for the fall. Yes, Ollie?
Are all the Woodmir horses PEI bred?
Yes, that I'm aware of. Woodmir Farms in Prince Edward Island has bred all the Woodmir horses, yes.
Because I saw an ad for them on the backstretch.
We're actually going there Thursday morning out to Woodmir Farms to talk to Mr. Wood, Bruce Wood, see some horses and look around his farm a little bit. He invited everybody out from the stable, so it'll be interesting to see him. I don't think I've been out there in a very, very long time, since his dad ran it, I believe. Perfect thought. I was just so happy. I was on pins and needles hoping she would race good the other day, and she certainly did. Come up with a big effort. Raced really good and looks exceptionally good coming into the big race next week at the Poconos, next Saturday afternoon at the Poconos. The James Lynch Memorial is where Perfect Thought's gonna do some damage, hopefully do some battle. Royal Flushdale will bring him out of the field in a couple of weeks, get him back going. These are, again, some of the horses. A horse like him could easily be almost the tip of the spear when it comes to our fall and winter racing. There's a horse that's shown some speed, shown some ability and talent, made some breaks at the end of it at the end of his run last time, but for no particular reason. I think it was just growth and maturity, and we'll get him back going soon. Guys, Solidarity was awesome his last start. You're going to see Solidarity race this week coming up, and then you will see him in the Stallion Series on the 29th at the Meadows. Sterling Hanover is back at Northfield now. We'll begin jogging him back. This is his last run. I can stop. I could see him. Ava.
Yeah.
Stop. I could see him doing really good for us when we get him back going, but I could see that coin turning the other way also. So at this juncture, at this fork in the road, I'd almost give him 50-50, but at the same time, he could be a nice horse. Can I help you?
Is it supposed to be this bumpy?
This is a dirt road. You're going to see these sometimes in PEI, and that's what we're doing. You know what this road's taking us? Over to the road I was about to go down over to the other place. It's exactly what it's doing. Woodmere Bullet raced last night. He made that little skip in the far turn past the quarter pole. That was my fault. He came back pacing. We got all we were going to get, regardless, break or otherwise. All that happened was I could find $100 for riding a little tight. But little nose to helmet. Gotta get that shadow roll off if you're going to play nose to helmet, don't you think? So Woodmere Bullet, we'll see how he does Saturday. He's going to race. And Xena Kemp, second the other day, raced good. Again, I think this is going to be quality filly in these classes, 2 up to 4, even up to 7. I think we're going to have some luck with Xena Kemp throughout the fall into the winter. Anyway, those are your 3-year-olds. We're going to run through the 2-year-olds quick, Amy and I. Obviously, a busy time of year for the 2-year-old videos. I think they're a little more painted now than they were before. What I mean by that is, nothing we are about to tell you about the 2-year-old and the 2-year-old videos should be shocking or surprising to you. We'll be back in just a minute with them.